You guys ever heard of the Great Panjandrum?
What?
It sounds like a hippie rock concert.
No, we haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
One?
No one.
No one.
This was a weapon designed in World War II.
That thing?
All those are rockets around the wheels.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what projects it.
The explosion's in the middle, so it would roll onto shore up to a barrier and explode to breach
okay.
the barriers.
That's
yeah.
Did they actually use that, or was this in development, or what?
It was in development, never used in battle.
So that means in development they went, oh, this doesn't work.
Yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah,
This
probably-
doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually have footage of it.
yeah,
There's some test footage.
That's what I think's crazy. Is like there were actually cameras back then.
Hey, taxpayers, get ready to see your money wasted.
Yeah.
Well, this is by the British.
Same thing.
It's their money.
Yeah,
wasted.
but still.
All right.
The problem was it just wasn't accurate. It could never
Yeah, how
actually
could it
hit
be?
what they were aiming at.
That one guy.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
This guy.
we don't know where this is going to go. Why don't
Guys-
you stand right here on the beach?
See, something tells me that marijuana was involved in the concept of this. It's like, you know what? I got a great idea, guys. Okay,
Or-
this is gonna be freaking awesome.
Or someone's 8-year-old.
What I thought was funny about this, they said this thing was tested at a place called Westward Ho Beach.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I've never been there, but apparently it's like a tourist destination. Like this was secret stuff, but in some of this footage you see people in their swim trunks out with their dogs.
Hanging out on vacation.
Yeah.
What's going on
How
over
is
there?
this supposed to be
I don't know.
secret?
England's not a big place, so.
It's like, oh, we got a new weapon. Let's go down to Myrtle Beach and give it a go.
Yeah.
what are you guys doing? No,
Let's head down to Fort Lauderdale.
I want to see one where it actually blows up. Did they actually blow it up in any of these clips?
I don't think any of these clips actually, because they're at Daytona Beach.
Right here. Yeah. This is.
But you can see things kind of going awry a little bit.
So you can see the Hard Rock
yeah.
Cafe in the background. You see that?
Oh, boy.
So-
yeah, the camera guy's
Yep.
really pissing his pants right now.
So this is why. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
just flipping over.
Right, run, camera guy, run, camera
Yeah. Get
guy.
out of the way, dude.
Wonder how much money they blew on this.
God, who knows?
Now, I tell you what, when there's a big war going on, man, that's the business to be in. Weapon development. Like even this, you can get a bunch of money even if it fails. Like, we tried. But I guess you have to fail before you succeed,
that.
right, guys?
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's
dog.
right. Oh, God.
Hey, look at the puppy. Hey, puppy. That was also a weapon.
Booza.
Oh,
What was
what's
that?
That was a
buddy?
rocket.
That's when the rockets came
Fell
off.
off. Yeah.
Dog went right after that.
But anyway, that's the Great Panjandrum. I thought it was interesting.
It's interesting that they thought this would work.
So my next weird weapon is the bat bomb. This was developed by the U.S. What they wanted to do is take a bunch of Mexican free-tailed bats. The reason they chose bats is because they hibernate, and you don't have to feed them
Okay.
when they're hibernating, and they can carry more than their weight.
There are bats inside of that bomb?
Yeah,
Why?
Inside of it.
Okay.
yeah.
Now explain their plan to me
Yeah,
a little
what-
better,
yeah,
because
yeah,
this
what
already
is that?
seems
So see,
really
that
stupid.
bomb would get dropped from a B-24 bomber,
Right?
and then it would extend like this, and all these bats would be hanging there.
And they'd fly out.
They would drop this over a Japanese city. Parachute, this thing opens up, all the bats would wake up from hibernation, fly out, take refuge in the attics of all these wood and paper buildings,
Okay.
and then they'd have these timed incendiaries, and then boom, like the whole city's on fire.
Guess what? That's a good idea.
It would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that to me, you go, that makes sense, man.
Now we're talking about chaos here. You don't know where these bats are going to go. You might catch woods on fire.
They tested it. It worked.
Who cares?
did? They
Who cares
tested
if it sets the woods on fire? It's going to freak people out. What the hell's going on here?
All the bats are catching fire.
Yeah, they tested it in Miami Beach.
All right. but
Yeah.
The incendiary device. What did they have shoved up these bats' assholes that would catch flame?
They just had these little timed incendiaries.
Dear God.
Basically little bombs, huh? You don't know what the damage.
Little.
I hope there were a lot more than like a fucking firecracker.
Yeah, all I have here is timed incendiary bomb.
and this.
Okay.
This was our government, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is ours.
Yeah.
This is our idea.
damn
Yeah.
We got to own this one, guys.
That's
Damn
what-
it. No,
I-
I don't.
I think
had
it's a
nothing
good-
to do with this.
They were going to drop 1 million bats, over 1 million bats, from B-24s.
Let me tell you
bombers.
one thing. I honestly believe that if, depending on the explosive, that's what kind of damage it would do, that determines whether or not I think this is a good weapon.
But listen, if you dropped 1 million bats into a city,
It's a lot of time to go into and shove a little incendiary device up each one of them's assholes.
Never
too,
said
right?
it was up the asshole.
No,
Never said
never
that.
said it
You're
was.
imagining
It could be.
this. It could be freaking taped to their wings. Who knows?
Or
Actually,
up
that's
the
not true.
asshole.
or
Up
there,
the
it
asshole.
could be like a backpack or a leg bomb.
A little Dora the Explorer backpack.
Yeah, that's the thing. The whole leg bomb thing. If it's just a little, spark or a match lighting,
No.
whatever.
No,
Okay.
it's a big old gasoline pellet right up the butt.
The next one, which is pretty cool, is the Japanese fire balloon. The Japanese created all these paper balloons that were launched from Japan. This is before people even knew what the jet stream was. I guess the Japanese might have been the first to figure it out.
Okay.
Right.
They would launch these balloons up into the jet stream, and it would take 4 days to cross the ocean. And on the balloon were all these sandbags with these fuses, time fuses.
With bats.
So,
Yeah.
Cats this time.
Yeah.
so as the balloon would lose hydrogen or whatever, it would start to fall.
Uh-huh.
A fuse would blow, a sandbag would drop, it'd go back up in the air.
Okay.
And it kept doing that until it crossed the ocean. Then it would start dropping like 4 or 5 bombs on it, just randomly, just
wherever.
kind of a shot in the dark. We
Yeah.
hope it gets to the U.S.
We got
and
the
we hope
bombs.
it explodes.
Right. We can't get it there. This, the conventional way. Let's try balloons.
Yeah. So this was the longest range attack ever at the time.
Uh-huh.
But they made over 9,000 of these balloons. Only 300 were accounted for.
That ever made it.
Yeah.
So not very effective.
No, not effective at all.
What's
Not
the
very
percentage
effective.
breakdown for that?
It's bad.
There were 6 recorded deaths from this balloon, and it was a lady and 5 school children on a picnic
Ugh.
in,
Oh man.
in
That
Oregon.
sucks.
Talk about unlucky.
All right. So yeah, not effective.
But they found these things in Alaska, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, Idaho, Montana, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Iowa, Michigan, and Oregon.
Made it all the way to Michigan.
But yeah, only 6 deaths for that amount of work.
Well, of course
It's not
not.
worth
That
it.
doesn't
It's
work.
not worth it. And you
Yeah.
ended up just killing a teacher and some school children. That's just going to piss
Well,
your
I
enemy off
think
even
all
more.
these weapons aren't worth it.
No.
People shouldn't spend all this time trying to figure out how to kill each other.
No, it's an entire waste of human capital.
What I did find interesting is in 2014 in British Columbia, one of these balloons was found, or the remnants of one.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
There's probably still some out there.
Ooh, let's go find them.
The next weird weapon I have today is the explosive rat.
Now that's the figurative rat, right? That's not a literal rat, is it?
It's a rat.
It's a rat.
Oh, boy.
So the theory behind this was,
That
There
one
you go,
goes in the
Abstro.
butt,
That,
Abstro.
it's going
There's
up the
butt.
pooper.
yep,
Yeah, right there.
now Abstro's happy.
It looks hey, it looks like one of those vape things.
Yeah.
That doesn't-
Oh, I
it
took on
looks
that.
like what you're
Yeah.
yeah. Rat butt is the
I'd
new
vape
flavor
that.
you're smoking.
Yeah, I'd vape that. Yeah.
This was developed by the British.
Okay.
It was going to be used against the Nazi German forces. The idea was to put these plastic explosives into these dead rats and then get them into Germany and scatter them about near boiler rooms.
Wait, dead rats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hoping that the people would see them, scoop them up, and shovel them into their boilers along with the coal, and it would destroy their boilers, whether it was in a train or a factory or
Sneaky,
a power
sneaky.
station.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of
So,
sense.
yeah, it was just a sabotage thing. What happened, though, was the first shipment that they sent, the Germans intercepted it, saw it, and like, why is there a whole thing full of dead rats? They look in there, and there's explosives. So it never worked. But the British Special Ops consider this a success because now the Germans were really getting paranoid and checking everything for booby traps.
I
So they
bet.
thought, well, we at least slowed them down a little bit.
So why not do it with something more attractive? I see a dead rat, I'm gonna go, fuck it.
Yeah.
If I see like a nudie mag, I'm gonna go, I'm
You're not
gonna
gonna
pick
throw,
it up.
You're not going to throw it in the boiler, though, are you?
Oh, it had
Yeah,
to
that
throw
was
it
the
in
point. They wanted to
I
throw it in
thought
the
you
boiler.
activated it by doing something to the rat.
Yeah, it wasn't like a
No,
keepsake.
it had to get. Yeah, it had to heat up.
Here's what I thought they should do.
What?
Just ship a shipment of coal and hide explosives in
yeah.
the coal.
Right.
And they'll go, oh, here's coal.
Oh,
This
if
is
you're
our-
going to
our
use this
now."
coal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our call now, losers.
Is that your German accent?
It is. It is. It's a good one.
Next weird weapon is the Goliath tracked mine.
It looks neat. How's it supposed to be effective?
Yeah.
This, I think, was developed by the Germans, also known as the Beetle Tank. It's remote controlled. It has a cable that is 650 meters of cable. This thing only goes 6 miles per hour. I think it was mainly developed to carry explosives to destroy tanks or infantry formations or buildings or bridges. Like you could control this
remote
wired
control.
thing.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was a wired
Yeah.
remote control explosive.
I think they produced around 7,500 of these things. There were very few successful encounters, but they were used.
Too bad they didn't have Roomba technology back then.
Yeah, send over a little vacuum cleaner.
So this last one I am fairly impressed with. It's called the Pigeon Project,
Oh, good God.
and it is a pigeon-guided missile.
Okay, you gotta, yeah. What about it? How does it work?
1940s, developed by the U.S. by a fella named B.F. Skinner. Pigeons, apparently, their minds operate very quickly as far as motor skills. They train them to peck at that dot, and then they reward him with food, and he gets better and better at it.
Okay, got it. Peck the dot, get the food.
So then they put a pigeon, I'm not sure if they put 1 or 3 pigeons in the missile, and the pigeon's pecking at the screen
And that's
where
what's
the ship is. And where
guiding
the
it.
ship goes,
Oh, that
it
is
like
so
turns,
fucked up.
It turns a pressure plate so it runs right into the ship.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, we'll go there. Go there.
As long as the mechanic of him pecking is truly steering it properly, then yeah.
And yeah. Well, I mean, also, I feel like the factor of now you have this pigeon that's used to probably being in a controlled environment, pecking a black dot. Now you launch him out of a missile.
Like they had to have tests, you'd think.
Yeah,
The theory makes sense until you throw the obvious, G-force.
And then also, it's just kind of messed up that you've trained this thing to, peck this thing and you get food, and you're basically training it to kill itself.
Yeah, but that's what happens
Oh,
with
there's
animals.
definitely ethical reasons not to do it.
Yeah,
messed up.
and you're talking about ethical things. We're talking about being used for war. The people who are designing these things are trying to kill people.
Oh, I know.
Killing little animals to kill the people.
Oh, I know.
They don't
I
give
get
a
it.
shit
I
about.
get it.
Both are
Right.
bad.
Still
Both are
fucked
bad.
up.
So I'd like to see Battlefield put out a game based in the 40s with all these crazy weapons.
Now that would be
Available.
fun. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Pigeon bomb.
Imagine that. You could unlock the Panjandrum and attack from the sea.
Right, just very poorly.
Yep.
Right.
No, make it work.
No,
Like,
make it work?
in the
Okay,
game.
we
Make
make
it
it work.
seem awesome in the game.
Yeah, make
All
them
right.
work.
Send a bunch of balloons.
Bat bombs.
bombs.
Each time it's just random places. They just fly and land somewhere.
They land, they
wherever.
fly, and they
Right.
catch fire, and they explode all over the place. That would actually be really cool.
Yeah.
If it was like fast like that.
You can equip your
You see this bomb come in.
your plane with pigeon missiles.
Pigeon missile, like sound design wise, would be fun. You hear it come in,
Yep.
be badass.
All right, Battlefield, you heard the call. The people want it. Make it happen.
Pigeon bomb.